Good afternoon. I was going to go ahead and discuss the topic of accessibility in an online undergraduate classroom. So, as far as the student who is visually impaired, of course, I'd have to make adjustments to my classroom and the assignments that I provided. So, one of the main things is just making sure that the font just increase the size. If they can't handle any smaller than 12-point font, now just make sure that every font that I use was at least 12 point, if not more. Beyond that, I would say if they can't use bold and italics, if that mess with their vision, I would say we could potentially use caps lock for emphasis, because there are some things we want to draw attention to whenever we type things out for assignments and instructions and whatnot. So I would say all caps instead of bold or italics. Also, if the visually impaired student doesn't have a problem with like black and white videos or whatever the case may be as far as like actual visual images, we could just offer two different ways of providing instructions. Instead of just having it written out on like a portal or something, we could have it to where we have a video of the instruction as well as written instructions. And would it impact the course content? Yes, because I would have to be more mindful of everything that I submitted for the students to view. And I would have to figure out like loopholes around certain things that may require a smaller font or whatever. So it would impact probably the course content to a degree, especially if it required certain elements, visual elements that the student couldn't really work with. But I think overall it would be frustrating at times, yes. But I know that if I made the effort to actually be accommodating for the student, they would probably appreciate me in the long run. So I'd make an impact through trying to impact the student positively. So I think in the end it would work out. As far as being hearing impaired, I would say I would still use YouTube as software for videoing. Mainly because I'm familiar with it. I've worked with it. It's very popular. It kind of collaborates with Google and whatnot. And there's so many students that already have YouTube on their phones. They've already used it before, so they know kind of how to use it and certain settings that they can use to maximize their experience using YouTube. It's also fairly easy to operate. Uploading a video is not difficult. It may require a little bit of time depending on the video, and editing may require a little longer, but it's not complicated. It's pretty user-friendly. And also, if you ever have any questions about how to use certain features on YouTube, you want to get a certain result, there's also plenty of material from other people who have done that kind of thing that they can kind of guide you through it through helpful tips and tricks videos. So I do think that making your classroom more accessible for people who have either visual or hearing impairments or whatnot would be difficult to a degree, but in the long run it would be beneficial both for the student and for the teacher who is trying to work around it.